This is Daniel Mueller with Zauberberg Canine Academy, and today I'm with Sayda, and I'm going to show you the very first time putting the collar on her, so that way I can start to put the leash on her, and I can keep her a little more contained. I've already been doing all those sessions that I did, like in the first video that I did where we did eating out of the hand. I've continued that, and now the click is pretty clear on what it means. Click means food, but I did actually have to change the treat that I was using to hot dogs now, because the Kirkland kibble that I was trying to use in the beginning, after I used it more, I noticed she was kind of having to stop and chew on it a little bit, and then it would turn into crumbs, fall on the ground, and she'd have to lick it up off the ground. And I really need something that's more easily consumable for the kind of things that I'm going to be doing. So now when I am focused on something for 5 to 10 minute sessions, I'm going to use the other treats that I prepared. And when I'm doing other things that I'm not so goal oriented on, but more throughout the day, when I see she's doing the right thing, I can still use her regular kibble so that I know she's getting all her supplementation and it's all still coming from my hand. So today, quick walkthrough, putting the collar on, building a good association with the collar. A lot of times people just slap a collar on and they never really mess with it. They never really take it back off and put it back on. And then once they do, usually it's a little bit of a hassle because the dog's not used to being worked with and put the collar on and put back off and messed with around the neck. So we're gonna go ahead and go through that real quick and let's see what happens. So it's already a little bit of a different situation for her because I'm sitting in a little chair. It just makes it easier for me to be down on her level for this part. Once we pull the collar out, just getting her going a little bit. It is already a different picture since I'm here sitting on the stool a little lower. So far everything I've been doing with her has been standing up actually. What you don't really realize are things they pick up on until you're actually doing it, and it's like, wow, yeah, now I'm sitting, and now, yeah, the activity's a little different now. Because it is already a little different. So now, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this collar out. This is just a regular collar. I haven't adjusted it yet. I'm showing it to her. Look at this. This is a collar. I'll just click and feed, just because I pulled the collar out. She sees it. She's not afraid of it. I'm going to put the association that when the collar comes out, good things happen. All good things. And now, oh, I could already put it around her neck. Take it back off. Click and feed. She doesn't really seem to mind the collar, which is great. So I can already kind of just take the collar, loop it around, hold it, click, take it back off, give her a little treat for that. I'm not actually clicking the collar in yet, I'm just seeing what I can do. Sometimes I won't even go all the way around with it, and I'll already click and reward for it. Other times I'll put it around and I'll wait a second, and if she doesn't move, perfect. We'll take a great picture of that, because that's exactly what we want. We don't want her throwing a fit as soon as the collar goes around her neck. Try that again. Nice. And that's just going to build a really good, when she sees the collar come out, she's going to be like, oh yeah, I love that thing because I just got so many good treats, good vibes last time this thing came out. I'm just going to pretend like I'm going to click it sometimes, not do anything. Now I'll wait a little longer. If she throws a little fit, I'm going to wait until she stops. She froze for a bit. She was kind of pulling her way out of there, and then she stopped, and I marked that. Try to catch my click when she's still. already starting to throw a little bit more of a fit because I'm starting to put a little more pressure on her neck. And I'm not going to let her back out of it. I'm just going to keep her right there. It's not that I'm doing anything too uncomfortable with her, but I will show her. Now she's still, boom, click goes off. That's the right thing. That's what we want to see. Stillness. Perfect. Throw a little fit. Oh. Stop throwing the fit. We click, we mark that with the click. As soon as the fit stops, and I haven't even been clicking it on or anything, I just want to practice different durations. Ooh, a lay down, perfect. Perfect. Awesome. So she did start off throwing a little bit of a fit there. Now when I clicked it on, she's like, huh, something's still there. Very good. Now take it back off. What do you think? You like that? If she was biting the collar, of course, I'd wait until she stopped and then click. How easy was that? Huh? Now that I can click it on, I'll pretend like I'm going to take it off or do something and not take it off and click for her doing the right thing. If she's sitting stagnant like that while I mess with her neck, it's absolutely what we want to see. And I'm going to mark and I'm going to keep rewarding for that exact thing. If she was pulling away, I'd wait, I'd freeze, and then as soon as she stopped the movement away, froze again, I'd be ready with my clicker, I'd mark it, and we reward heavily for that. Excellent. Right. What do you think, Sayda? Collar's a lot of fun, isn't it? Take it back off. Oops. Threw a piece off. Got it back. Click. Awesome. Was brave. Yes. Now I'm going to wait a little bit. Excellent. If I can hold it like that, like as if I was messing with something, like really trying to get finicky, and she stays still, doesn't pull back, that's great. So we're going to keep taking those great pictures, of course, when she's doing the things we want to see. So now I think the collar's just a little bit loose, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. And we will see if that makes any difference to her. I can mess with the collar and she sits and watches me. I need to be sure that I'm ready to mark for that too, because that's exactly what I want. I don't want her jumping all over me, throwing any kind of fit. If she's checking it out, that's fine. That is fine. Good. Who was proud? Get a little finicky here. Let's see if I could get this thing, huh? No. 9. Rough. I marked that. She started chewing on that. If I can mark that with a no, and actually I forgot she's going to be in German. If I mark that with a 9, and then when she does the right thing, mark it with the clicker. Like right now, she just jumped on me. As soon as she got off of me, I just waited it out. As soon as she was back 4 feet on the floor, boom, ready with the clicker. Make sure she gets her reward for going back to the floor. And now that happened once, she should feel a little bit more rewarded for being on the ground and not so much for jumping on me. And typically with those kind of behaviors, as long as you're rewarding for the right thing, those bad behaviors that we don't want, like jumping or pulling away from the collar, usually just kind of vanish, because they do realize that it's much more fun and rewarding to do the right thing when you reward for the right thing so heavily. So now this is much better fit, and we don't seem to have too much of an issue. So that was the very first time putting a collar on Sayda with a good association, being ready with the clicker, being ready with the treats, and showing her that that collar is all good news. So that when it comes out again, she's more excited to see it than she would be like, oh, I hated that thing. If she had a bad association, if we pulled that out, put it on her for the first time, and started doing negative things with that collar, she really wouldn't be so excited or really show more of a fit and not want us to put it on. So now we went through that, and you could see she was kind of backing off and doing those little things. If we can wait it out, and as soon as she stops and does the thing we want her to do, and make sure we mark that with the clicker and we heavily reward for it, all that negative backing up and doing all that misfitty stuff kind of starts to just phase out, because she starts to realize that doing the right thing is more rewarded than doing the wrong thing. She's a little tired of me holding her. But in further news, I would like to do a special thank you to my camera crew.
Hello!
My beautiful baby Callie and my baby Linda.
Y'all probably saw her in the last vaccine video, but this is the newest member of the Zauberberg family. This is Linda Mueller. She's sleeping right now, but she says hi.
Thank you for being quiet in our videos,
Yes.
and thanks for making the videos.
Thanks
and
for
thanks
watching,
again,
guys.
and we'll be back at it again with our next video in the series. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Totally optional, but very much appreciated. Thanks.